Welcome to another night with Transition 2 crew. Here to you spontaneously on a Sunday. No rhyme or reason. We've been,
grinding.
having some vacation time over the holidays, taking some R&R time, family time, stepping away from crypto, stepping away from the markets.
Only a skosh.
Yeah, a little bit. Just not putting as much of our time into it every waking hour that we have, spending time with family and friends. So we're back. We're here to just kind of chill, and we got OG Laser Eyes, myself, and I can't see Shane.
I can see Shane.
El Spacador. We got El Spacador in the house, aka Shane. What up, Shane? How you doing, bro? He's not ready to stream yet. He's still getting warmed up.
He's getting plugged in.
Got my brew. I'm just finishing off, dude.
You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we're good. And it was bigger, better, and fresher, just like today. Just like today's show. Hopefully at least just a little bit. All right. So, top what we're talking about today. We're just going to be taking a peek at the Bitcoin chart. Obviously, we've had some downward action since all-time highs, and I think everybody's just waiting to come up out from under the water, hoping for the bull market to continue. Jeez Louise, am I right?
Sheesh.
So, looking at that, we'll take a peek at the Pulse X launch coming up sometime this year. Looks like the Pulse X sacrifice phase is ending February 21st. So if you need more info on that, go ahead and head over to pulsex.com. That's PULSEX.com. And that's a project led by Richard Hart. So for those of you familiar. Ben, what are you looking at today, sir? Show us the some trend lines, bro, on that 4 hour. What do you got?
Oh, okay. The 4 hour. Let me hide some stuff real quick.
Checkity check.
Mic check in the house. Gotcha. Loud and clear. So on the 4 hour, I'm seeing us come back up to this ribbon, and we're seeing that ribbon squish
You like
a little bit.
Yeah, I saw you reaching for the dolphin sign. It's too bad they couldn't beat the Patriots.
We did beat the Patriots.
Oh, why didn't they go into the playoffs? I thought that was why
It's
they
because
didn't.
we lost to the Titans.
That's what it was. Okay, my bad. Yeah. They need to beat the Titans. That's right.
We needed to win out, and we went. We needed to win 9, and we won. Or no, we needed to win
8, right?
No, it was 9.
Was it 9? Okay.
It was 9, and we went 8 of 9.
You watched the Bills, the Pats game?
Yeah.
That was probably satisfying.
Oh yeah.
Watch the Bills.
I fucking hated them both though. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but if you had to pick a lesser evil, you'd probably pick the Bills. Am I right?
Yeah.
I would. Cool, man. Yeah, that was cool. My Raiders almost took the Bengals into overtime. Like so many other games, the Raiders have been able to pull out of overtime. I thought to myself, if they can't get to overtime, they're going to lose. If they take it to overtime, they're going to win, and they just couldn't get to overtime. So what can you do? But yeah, man. All right. But sorry about that, Ben. I just saw I had to give Shane this little moment, this time there with the dog. All right, go for it, bro.
Oh, it's all good. I was just pulling up another chart here. I was pulling up Binance since I haven't drawn too much on Binance, so it's not too messy. So basically what I did here that we're looking at is I drew a bars pattern, and I took that bars pattern from right here basically and moved it over to here. Copied the accumulation period that we had down here, right? The Wyckoff accumulation, I think. That's where you car it when it drops, right? And then those people that are manipulating markets are accumulating low, trying to buy low. So I copied the pattern, the bars pattern, and moved it over to where we're at right now, which looks like it's very similar. It's crazy to me how similar, actually. Stretch it out a little bit for you. How close we are to it. And it's almost like the sides of it from here and here, it just got kind of squished a little bit. Like maybe, oops, Maybe we're speeding up a little bit. Almost like this part right here is the same as this part on the blue. At least that's kind of how I interpret it. So it's almost like that point in time at this peak. Oh, I didn't get the drawing in there. At this peak, that's a bad arrow. Let's use a real arrow. It's just here. I don't know what I did to click on right there, but it's not doing what I wanted. There we go. A little bit sooner. So let's see. I don't know what this Fibonacci is here. If that's a retracement. Yeah, it's a retracement that I pulled. So let's go ahead and just delete some stuff real quick and look at that retracement. Zoom out.
Another thing you can do to sort of zoom the chart in, so to speak, while you're sharing screen is to close the watch list on the right.
Oh,
if you
this.
can. Yeah, just click on
close the
top
watch
right.
list.
Over there, where it's blue. Yep, click that.
I always forget about that. Thank you. Man, so we're sitting between these bottom two lines on the retracement. Let's hope that this support holds up. I think it will, because it's so similar to the dump right here. So similar to it. Don't you think? Don't you think those accumulation periods look strikingly similar?
Yeah, they've got a little similarity for sure. I think that this second one here is a little deeper on its where it might be a spring in the wick off.
You're talking about this right here is deeper?
Yeah, a little deeper than the one prior compared to the first wick that comes down. But, you know, that's kind of nitpicking.
Oh,
the very first wick that sort of starts it all. Yeah. So I would say
watch this.
You see the spring right there on that first one, and it's lower than that first wick. But I just think this spring in the current accumulation pattern that's going on right now, if that's what it is, which I agree, I think it is. I think it's just a little more aggressive of a spring. Yeah.
I'm gonna get super nitpicky with it though. Watch. Pretty close enough for our sake, right?
Yeah, it's hard. You're super zoomed in, so I can't really tell what you're trying to show.
I'm trying to show how close I'm getting that first bar right there.
Huh.
That's why I'm zooming in so much, so I can get it to be like exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think you're within reason. Well, within reason.
Right. No reason why we should even be doing this.
Yeah.
But this is what I wanted to show right here. I'm also going to make this a little bit more translucent so that we can see it a little better. Okay, so on the accumulation here, we had the bottom of the wick, and the price action was like basically like a head and shoulders. Okay, now go backwards in time here. It was almost like we had the same thing, but it's not quite the same kind of head and shoulders. But I was looking at how this first wick down, and then the wick that went down lower, how close they are on our current wick off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's two things about it that were really close here. Let's see if I can get us down there. There we go. So this is the second wick down, right? This is the first one. And there's the second one. Let's get this blue out of here. Sorry, so there was the first wick down. That was the one that I lined up with the bars pattern. And then now we can't really see it because this is not at the exact right timing. But look at that.
Yeah, very close.
Like,
So,
one sec, hold on. I just want to get us zoomed in mega to that. And I'm going to measure it. Oh, I can't see where I'm at. There we go. About right there. $200 away.
striking.
Seriously blew my mind when I was just drawn on the chart.
Yeah. That is crazy. It could be a fractal, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
plays out. I would like that. I would like that to play out.
I would
That's
love
for sure.
that to play out indeed. Because yeah, if it does play out, this is what we're looking at right here, right? Maybe consolidated a little bit
only
to
hope.
where, whoa, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Maybe it'll be consolidated a little bit, like I was saying. Like it's almost like the yellow bars pattern, it got shrank a little bit to where the head and shoulders peak that we have right here is actually right here instead. So instead of the springboard at the very end of the accumulation period being right there, maybe it's going to be like right here. And then we'll see the price trend.
Well, that
I don't know.
the spring will be should be the deepest part, I think, on most of them, but not. I guess there's some variants, so I could be wrong. At least the one I'm most familiar with seeing. Yeah, and that's the thing about these accumulation patterns is there's many forms they can take, right? Because they're meant to cause confusion and uncertainty for traders who use other forms of TA, right? Like classical TA or Fibonacci trading, trendline, trading, stuff like that. You can really bust all that up with these accumulation patterns because it's so good at finding those levels and going just past them to hit your stop losses or to make you flip bearish to bullish or vice versa on whatever time frame. And then they just flip it the other way as soon as they get, sentiment. It's pretty wild. So
it's also other people analyzing it, especially whales, right?
Yeah, I mean, I used to think, my mindset definitely used to be like, okay, it's a reflection of, and that's common, right? Like, teaching is that's what markets are, is market psychology. But I think that in today's world, there is, wealth is concentrated enough that it's more of a purposefully manipulated thing. I think probably not for every asset in the world, but certainly things as unregulated as like crypto and Bitcoin, right? Like it's just a chart of like what the whales are doing, not necessarily like everybody's doing, because the smaller participants get muted out, right? They get drowned out by the movements of the whales, especially in crypto because it's thinner, it's less
liquidity.
less liquidity, less legislation, less law, governing like rules and how to trade it and all that stuff, so people can get away with more when you do have that money, and you can get in if you're already a millionaire, and you find out about Bitcoin, you can just jump right in. You're already a big whale, right? So that's just my 2 cents on like what it is. So I think I'm more like you. I'm like thinking like, okay, how can we play swim with the whales? That's the game you want to play.
Whales, yeah.
Find out what they want to do. Identify. Thank goodness for people like Crypto and the Moon, Crypto Face, who do this TA stuff and like, if nothing else, give people a direction to go, start going, where they can become more educated and identify things like Wyckoff accumulation patterns. I mean, I think Crypto is the first one to point that out when the
he
big
got it
crash
from
was.
someone that he was following or whatever.
He was the first YouTuber.
There
was a smaller YouTuber that got it from him, I thought. But
I remember Crypto saying
he actually said he got
someone.
it from. Oh, interesting.
I don't know who. I don't remember who it was, obviously.
Did they learned it somewhere, or that he noticed it in Bitcoin because of them?
I thought that's what he was saying. Shout out to these people because
the way I understood it, and I could be wrong. You could totally be right, because there's so many videos those guys put out. Like, it's hard to ever catch all of them, right? But the way I understood it was that he had learned it through his schooling in trading and had just kind of said that, oh, look, this could be what this is, but who knows? At any rate, there's people out there that help spread the word of that, whether it's Crypto or another guy. And so people like us can start thinking about that, like, okay, cool. This might be a picture of the market sentiment, but it's, at the end of the day, the big boys move the needle easier in these new markets, these new emerging markets.
Basically, in every market that doesn't have a lot of liquidity.
Yeah. Even in the biggest ones too, it's just a little different there. They have to be more
bigger whales.
Yeah, and exactly. That's a good way to put it simply. Whales so big that they sort of affect the rules, right? If you will. Persuade the law to be in their favor.
That might be another thing, even.
Yeah.
Another consideration that has to be made.
But here, let's. Oh yeah, dude, what do you got here? You got fib levels. You got deep fib levels.
I'm just looking. I'm zooming in like way too far. Farther than any human should really do. Things that we are unable.
You're like Ant-Man, bro. You're going.
Oh yeah,
super nano mode, bro.
Dog.
Quantum, yeah, you're going quantum.
I just want to see, like, kind of, sort of how the price seems to stay nearby these trend lines.
Yeah.
It's weird. Not trend lines, whatever. They're fib lines. Like, that's pretty incredible to me how it'll go down to 1 and then it bounces around near it for a prolonged amount of time.
Yeah. This, I've noticed that when you pull out a ribbon, a lot of times, depending on the asset, there will be certain lines within the ribbon that it will respect. Yeah, like an EMA or just a standard simple moving average, SMA, MA, whatever you call it. Any of those kind of moving averages, pull it up on an asset, and if it's a ribbon where it's got multiple increments, so you got like your 9, your 20, your 50, your 100, 200, you can notice that assets will tend to find a line that they like within that, and they'll usually play with those lines more frequently and consistently. It's kind of a trip.
It is. You're right. Like the EMA, 21-week EMA was one that a lot of people pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Like in previous bull markets, it hasn't dropped below a 21-week EMA. And I think that it did with that first Wyckoff accumulation distribution. How come this isn't changing actually?
Shane, did you say you had been doing some trading, some studying, trying to look at charts, stuff like that?
Yeah, I was doing. I was watching like a video series on patterns and candles and what that's all about. So
Nice. Have you learned about Heikenashis yet? Heikinashi candles.
no.
Have you messed with that at all? So that's like, let's see, I think I got mine, Heikinashi. Ben, what you got going? Do you mind if I snag, or you can show
You
them?
can, or I can do it. It's right
Yeah.
here. You change the candle.
Yeah, so
Frankie, the way that they're reported. What do I want to get rid of? This. No, that's our high. Let's leave it.
yeah, so
Oh, there
Heikinashi
it is.
candles, they're like an average. I think that actually means average bar in Japanese, if I remember correctly. But they're basically I can't remember. It was like, I don't know if it was like a certain person, I believe, came up with them later, and it's just a different kind of candlestick. It gives you more of like an overall average of where the price movement was, and there's like a whole formula to it and everything. But essentially, you can use that in conjunction with standard candles, which are like go back, to the ages of time. Both were created, and they were created in Japan, I believe. Both of them came up with in Japan, but Heikinashi just came later. It's a different way to look at it, and it makes things a little more smooth when you look on a chart. So like, as you can see with Ben's chart right now, the ups and downs of green and red is really clear, right? Like it kind of switches to one and stays there, and then switches to the other for the most part.
Yeah.
Where
So where we're at right now,
now,
you can see we're clearly on a downtrend because they're all red.
yeah, so it's really good for trading, because if it goes up, you can look at these Heikinashis and it can kind of bring you back to earth as far as like, okay, in the grand scheme, maybe we're not that bullish, or maybe we're not that bearish, when standard candles look overly one way or the other. So like, switch back and forth real quick, Ben. Switch to like a lower time frame.
Oh, lower time frame?
Like, are you on daily right now or weekly?
No, that's weekly.
Yeah, go to like daily or 4 hour even, and then just showing the difference between. So that's still Heikinashi. It's just like, you can clearly see the green and the red, right? And it makes it easier to trade with the trend. You go standard, it's just a little more choppy, right? It's like less smooth.
A lot of red and green mixed together.
Yeah, but even the candle shapes are changed a little bit to where it looks smoother, like. And so there's a saying in crypto and trading, whatever it gets to be trading, the trend is your friend until the end. And that's because when you first start trading, one easy way to do it is to only trade with the trend. So
it zoomed way out.
if you're, that looks weird.
Whoa.
You get it like perfectly square.
It's just Renko. I don't know.
Renko? That is weird. I don't know what Renko candles are. And when you are trading with the trend, then you just stick to it, and then they say until the end, because you're always going to lose that trade if you're trading with the trend, right? And so a trend reversal will always cause you to lose, but that's why you have stop losses, etc., etc. But Heikinashi is a great way to help trade with the trend. And sometimes if it starts pinching, and you're looking at RSIs and stuff, and you got some indications that it's a reversal, you could trade the reversal too.
I don't have an RSI on here. Oh, someone pay for this shit. Oh, okay. What do I want to take? I want to take this one off of here. It's that one. That's right.
Heikinashi.
You don't know about the RSI either,
Renko.
huh?
No, actually.
Relative Strength Index.
You just double click on it, right? Oh, that's so sick.
Shane, do you have Trading View?
Yeah.
Or... Pull it up, bro. You
it's
got some
good.
lines? You got some lines you gonna show us, bro? You got some bars? Ben had some bars?
I don't actually.
Let's see here. Just pull a chart up and then throw some lines on there and see what you see. Do some TA for ETH. Everyone wants to know where's ETH going.
Where that
It was 4,400 or whatever it is, the top. Bitcoin. I mean, I think Bitcoin on the daily looks pretty good. Let's see. I mean, maybe. Ugh,
Take it
man,
away,
that's
dude. I'm
Choppy.
just putting random things up here right now while you guys are chatting.
Choppy. Oh, don't put a random thing. You should tell us what you're putting up so we can guide the conversation.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were gonna take it away. So
Well,
this is the website you can go to
yeah.
if you want to get on testnet and mess around.
Yeah.
Just like getting connected to the Polygon network. You know, if you go to their white paper or whatever, you can do this. You can do all this stuff to add a network to MetaMask.
So when you pull up the testnet, is it showing what you would get airdrop based on your sacrifice or whatever, or is it what do you
No,
get
it's
in
a
your testnet
snapshot.
wallet?
It's the snapshot of what was going on with any of your self-custodied wallets on, I think, November 14th. Here, let me pull it up real quick. Expanded
Nice.
view. Where's the expanded view? Expand view. There we go.
So
And
the answer
then-
was yes.
Well, I don't know, but I didn't sacrifice anything, dude. And then I got like, you know, at the time I had 5,000 hex or something, and I had like a little bit of ETH, so I had some ETH in there, and then I went to this PLS faucet. Okay. This is gitlab.com/pullchain.com/PLS-faucet. And then I went to, there's a link in here somewhere, I think. Maybe I passed it. But anyway, I went to the faucet, clicked the little button. It's just like my free Bitcoin page, basically, but it's just one time only. And then it gave me one PLS to use to make trades and stuff on the testnet. So then I started like, I sold 1,000 hex or something, or 1,200 hex or something, and got some PLS, some extra PLS. And then I traded half of a PLS for some DAI stablecoin. And I was gonna try Polygon, but here, let me show you what happens when I copy the address from CoinMarketCap, and then I try to import a token. Oh, it's already been added. That's right. Oh, it was on Uniswap that I was having a problem. I want to trade my PLS for some Matic. So I type in Matic, import, and then it says this. I don't know why.
Should you be using Pulse X, not Uniswap? Because there's no Uniswap on
This is
Pulse
PulseX. Look at my URL.
No. Pulse X and Pulse Chain are different. You're on Pulse Chain. You're trying to use Uniswap, the DApp.
Well,
you should be trying to use Pulse X, the
X.
DApp, on Pulse Chain. You're on
Let's
Pulse
see.
Chain, not Pulse X. Pulse X is the Uniswap on Pulse Chain. So that is my best guess.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that makes sense, but I thought that it was just, oops. I thought that it was just like Uniswap. PulseX was just like Uniswap.
It is. The key difference being there's going to be Pulse Chain liquidity on Pulse X. There's not going to necessarily be Pulse Chain liquidity on Uniswap.
Well, I used it for
Yes.
Hex.
Hex is different, right?
Well, I used PLS and Hex on here. Watch, I can do it right now on
P-
the thing here. Oh wait, that's probably what I want to do.
You
And
swap.
then
You already
just
swapped
use-
PLS on there.
Yeah.
Then I could be wrong. Then I don't know why it won't work. If you already did swap PLS, then I'm not sure.
You're gonna love this though. Once it loads up, I don't know why it's going so slow.
Takes time. Oh, let's see.
.00075.
The funding rate.
Dude, this shit slaps, bro.
What are you talking
For
about?
what?
This beat.
Oh.
Shit slaps.
I know you
What are
can't
you
see
talking
this
slapping
MetaMask
noise?
pop up here, but it's waiting for my confirmation. It's probably going so slow just because we're streaming, huh? So it says
Could
my
be.
fee .000761, and I'm just gonna confirm because it's so small. I don't care.
Pulse.
Yep.
Nice, bro. It's like Pulse is gonna be diluted like 1,000,000x or some shit, bro. Like there's gonna be,
Boom.
and so the way that it works
That was it. It was.
is they
automatic-
have.
or it
There's
was
gonna be
fast.
bots arbitraging Pulse X, I guess, and other liquidity pools, and then. Dude, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I have no idea.
I don't know, but
But I
man,
think
it's
I'm pretty
exciting.
excited though. I know. I think
Helping
great
them with
things are gonna
Tesla,
happen.
kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, kudos to you. Put in the work, dude. The people
So you
like
can
you
see-
are gonna get rewarded because the whole preface, the whole concept, the idea behind crypto, and it's it's something that I know Richard Hart is really a big proponent of, and that's you're not profiting from the work of others, you're profiting from your own work. And so
Right.
people who do this stuff, they get rewarded by getting free stuff given to them, essentially, right? Through their own means, through their own actions, essentially.
Yeah.
More or less. But yeah, it's just all pretty exciting stuff, dude. Kudos to you.
I don't know if I'm gonna get rewarded in any way besides just being able to have access to this pulse chain later on, dude. I mean, like, it's bomb. Like, it's like such a fantastic thing, really, because ETH transactions are too expensive.
What we're gonna do, what Transition 2 is gonna do, is we're gonna have a liquidity pool, and we're gonna stack the LP tokens, and then when
Stack 'em.
I don't care how long it takes. If it takes till next bull cycle, and
Even
there's another
better.
huge DeFi blast and pump, then Pulse Chain's going to get recognition. Anything that's, if it's as successful, half as successful as I expect it to be, I think it'll do as well as Matic. So
As Matic, right? And Matic
Yeah.
is huge, dude.
it's pretty big, and it's just getting started, right? I think Matic's just getting started because, I mean, price action wise, maybe not, but as far as adoption, yeah, I don't know, man. And even price action wise, let's look. I'm just gonna take a little peekapoo here at the. It's not been on Coinbase that long. It's 3-day. Looks okay. Yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty bullish to me, man. Matic,
Share the
dude.
screen, dude. Let's see it.
Wow. That looks strong to me. All right.
Matic does?
Yeah. Let's see real quick here. This guy.
Oh yeah, looks pretty good on the daily.
Yeah, this is a 3-day. 3-day
I'm
chart.
looking at the daily.
And we got a green dot market cipher. So when I look at this money, this is all about money flow, right? So everything on this chart is pointing this way. So the money flow is coming to the green. I could probably pull up Binance and
You gotta
look
use
deeper in
the
the
arrow
past.
thing on your trading
Oh,
view
like this.
on the left side.
Yeah, everything's going up like
brother.
this. That's what you're talking about.
They look way better,
Everything's
yeah.
going up. But this money flow right here, it's it's all looking good. Here's what I need to do too that I almost forgot. Switch to this, and it probably will help my quality here.
What is
But
it?
yes, the quality, the image quality, I was just thinking it would help.
Oh, what did you change?
I changed this the mouse from
Oh, that's
the
right.
crosshair.
The crosshair. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Good
let's
call.
see what do I have on here. Ray Pulse is on. Oh yeah, this EMA is kind of cool. Not the EMA. What was it? I did want to show you guys. This is MA ribbon. I figured out you can change these to whatever you want. So I've got it on the 9, 50 to 50, 100, 200.
When you buy Market Cipher, do you just get like automatically a paid subscription to TradingView or what?
No.
You bought one as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I only buy TradingView on when they have mega discounts. So I don't think I've ever paid more than like whatever 40% or whatever the price usually is for a year.
Oh,
Because they usually have
nice.
60% off. They did it for Black Friday, so I just added on another year to my existing subscription. But
How much is it normally? 100, you think?
I don't even remember, dude.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's like probably, I don't even remember. Something like that.
I just don't want to pay anything.
Bruh.
Yeah, and you don't have to. You don't have
It's
to.
nice.
You don't have to buy TradingView packages to use Market
Right.
Cipher. But he did add an additional indicator, the DBSI. So to use all of them, you can't use all of them at once anymore.
Right.
You have to
can't
like
use them
turn
all at
one
once
off. Or
if you didn't pay for it.
you have to at least
you
have
didn't pay
the
for trading.
cheapest package, yeah, to be able to not have to do that. So I like,
Like I just had to do a second ago.
yeah, I like being able to dial into it all. And plus
It is.
there's a lot of advantages that I haven't even started using yet that I plan to use more. So there's that too. So yeah, I don't know. Daily, 2 day, 3 day. I don't know. This is why, yeah, Matic just looks so beast mode. Look at that chart, dude. I'll turn off the like just that right there in Heiken Ashis looks so strong. You know,
what chart are you looking at? Oh, Coinbase?
yeah, this is Coinbase Matic.
Go to.
This is more of like a
You can look at Uniswap on here, can't you?
yeah, probably. I was gonna say I can do a different Binance, probably the best. There you go. If you want more
there
history.
you go. Binance is much better. There you go. That's exactly what I wanted to see. I was wondering when it was lower. Dude.
So I'm pretty hyped for
Pulse
that.
does even close to what Matic does. It's gonna be crazy. I want to stake some
Matic? Or
Pulse. I want to
Pulse.
like get in on the staking and all that stuff. Oh sheesh! Caution.
5 minute
caution.
LX.
What's going on?
You want to take a look at it? ETH 5 minute.
I'm gonna change on it too.
Right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a strategy, the
going up.
4 yellow X strategy. I would say watch this. So this is a small time frame, right? So you could be like, okay, it looks like we're in the red. It's gonna move fast. Let's just zoom up to like the 30 minute. That might mean it's time to put in a long. So like identify your
That's what it looks like
environment.
to me.
I like to go up 6 times on a smaller time frame, like 5. So 5 times 6 is 30. And now this is going to be a small long, right? You're not putting in a long and holding it till 4,000 because you're going to get wrecked probably when it pulls back. But there's probably going to be a little pump, you know, maybe she goes something like, you know, kind of comes up like this, tests this moving average right here, this green one. It's coming up right here, right? So that's a 200 EMA for the 30 minute. Okay, so it might come up, test this perhaps, just throwing out some numbers. It'd be like 3,300. That would maybe be your take profit, right? You get a small long, And the reason is because when you look at this for market side, for money flow, you could argue that you've got the money flow kind of curving up potentially. You've got these RSIs bottoming out together, the stochastic and the regular RSI bottoming out together, having a sharp upturn. The VWAP's angled up. This wave doesn't look great right here. It's kind of wide open still, but this could be like, okay, we had a huge drop. Maybe the knife's done falling. You put in along with a tight stop because you're basically at the bottom of this local area, right? So you could, and that'd be based on the 5 looking. Even though I had this red dot, you kind of want to see us turn in a green dot first. So you might wait a little bit, see if it falls more. But this is the same thing, right? So this is kind of angling up. You think it's going to
stay kind of in a certain area, even though there's a red dot, you think it might go lower? That'd be like a good way to ladder in. Choose like a bottom for the ladder and then start laddering in and down to that point. So if you get any of those orders filled, you think it's coming up, then
so like I might put in I would probably, on this particular situation, I would probably just market order, because to me it looks like it just hit a bottom, like it went boom boom. That's like kind of a double bottom, right? Because it didn't break that level. So I would just put it along and then have a stop like right here, right? Like 32.30. That's a pretty tight stop. It's probably like a 5%er if you play it right. And that way, if it does crash through, it's probably going further anyway, so you'll be out of it. But if it is the bottom, see, there you go. Look at that. So you wait. So you wait for it
to start my ladders with a market order.
Sure. Yeah, and you could. Yeah, you could totally do that. And I'm saying I would wait for a green dot though, right here.
Right.
Because this red dot's going to pull another green dot right after it. And then that'll be an anchor, trigger. And then this, you've got divergence now right here too. I'm going to change this color.
Price is going down.
You've got this going down. Momentum is going up. Okay. So that's why I'm just like, put it in. Now, you're right. You could totally have laddered right then. You totally could have laddered right then to wait for the green dot for sure.
But
then where do you put your stop losses if you're your average entries right here? Let's say you just had a lot of your ladders hit and you've got like one down here and here left. I usually shoot with 5, right? Shoot with 5 darts. Boom, 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 boom. I probably would have, the way I bunch them, I probably would have had 3 hit right there. So I would be, right at break even. But you could also just wait for the green dot, wait for confirmation, let it come back up a little bit, because it's probably going to do this for a while, right? Before it starts to come up. So
maybe, yeah.
You got time to wait for it to play out and let that green dot appear, and then try and hit that.
What is that on there right now? You should
that's what I drew it with the green pen. That's just the color of the pen. See,
there's another dot. Oh well, you should zoom in, make that make that bigger. Ooh, look at that, dude. Wow.
It's pretty wide with that little drop that it had. Remember, it's a 5 minutes. We're zoomed in. And like, this is all.
So how much time left on this 5-minute candle that we're in right now?
This is all oversold right here.
Yep, way oversold.
So you look, if you,
is the stochastic also?
Yeah, they both are
like that.
No, they're pretty tight. They're bunched up. So
how much time left on this candle on the 5-minute?
Oh, on the 5er, it's halfway over, so about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
But look at this though. Ooh, 4-hour blood diamond, bro. We're probably gonna go down a bit. Especially with that 5-minute yellow X that's still there.
Dude, the beginning of the week, bro. CME's opened up. Now they're fucking
shitting down
all over the price. Wow. 2-day
looks good
What's up with those candles?
They're not great, but
No,
looks
why
like
are they
it's
all
pretty bottom.
green?
Oh, so that would be because of ray pulse. It's an indicator. It's just kind of telling you what the trend is
for a bigger time frame.
Yeah, it's like whatever time frame you're on times 4.
Interesting.
Yes, it's pretty good. It's with the Bailout Academy. Yeah, see, this is one thing though where you see these RSIs spread out. CryptoFace is talking about this, where you can't really trust.
They're way spread out. Yeah.
Any of these moves because it's choppy.
Oh, connection issues.
But
it's probably me.
Let's see here. Let's jump over real quick. Let's talk about Pulse a little more. Just wanted to show this, might as well. This is pretty cool. So we got plenty of time. I mean, the rate goes up over time, so the sooner the better. But
what is that?
This?
Yeah, what is this thing you're looking at?
It's the rate per 10,000 sacrifice points that you have to spend for the 10,000. So it used to be $1 for 10,000. PulseX.com.
Oh.
Tells you everything you need to know. How much has been sacrificed so far, what the top sacrifice coins were, when the next rate increase will be.
Wow, that's crazy.
Rate per 10,000 sacrifice points. So it started at $1 sacrifice for each 10,000 points. Now we're $1.40-ish, looks like.
Almost $1 billion.
What it cost for 10,000. Yeah.
Whoa.
They're doing pretty good, man.
Whoa, dude. That's crazy. What?
Well, and I mean, I don't want to drink the pictured heart Kool-Aid too hard here, but I mean, I know there's, this could be kind of the hex being number one might be, I don't want to say rigged, but for lack of a better word, rigged.
But it's sacked though.
It is sacked, which just means sent to another address. But
I thought it was sacked to the. I don't know.
No. It's not to the black hole.
Right. It doesn't. We don't want it to go to the black hole anyway.
Right.
As a community supporting this, we do not want it to go there. We want it to go to the.
Yeah.
So what's the governance token? It's PLS, right? So we can stake it and then take part in the DAO or whatever's going to come about.
Yes.
Oh man. That's a lot of Ethereum though, and USD coin.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say is my point was going to be, it's curious to me that Hex is the number one.
But
I wish there was a way to tell how
USD,
much wealth is generated by
and
each
DAI, those stable coins being and Ethereum being so close, like there's $500 million worth of Hex sacked. Okay, cool, that's a lot of money, sure, but Ethereum, USD, Tether, and DAI all put together, and Polygon, and wrapped Bitcoin. Wow, 300 million or 3 million wrapped Bitcoin. That's crazy. But all that money added together, dude, is like basically the same as Hex.
Yeah.
That's
It goes to show maybe how much money people are making with what coins, right? Oh, I should have put in that short. I forgot to. Hey, did Ben cut out?
We can still hear him, but
I just took the video off because I think my connection was crappy. Yeah, you can just hide the video thing.
Well, I can't without muting you.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well.
Unfortunately, restream limitations. I have to look at the ways of doing it for sure. But yeah, man. Well, so yeah, stay safe out there. Don't get chopped up by the market chop.
Go ahead and play around with that testnet.
I was gonna say, I want to look at this real quick. Take a look at the NASDAQ. Blood diamonds. Wow.
On the Nasdaq.
Yeah.
That's bad news for crypto, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. It sucks.
Show us what you're looking
But it
at.
was on the 4-hour. Oh, you can't see her here.
Yeah, you were
well,
looking at
let
the
me
website.
Change this. So yellow X's are market manipulation.
Pattern. Look at that volume pattern. What the heck? Dude,
It's
what
because it's
the
because
heck?
of the hours, and I'm on a 4-hour chart. That's what I think, anyway. It's like during the day
What?
is the highest volume, and then the night is the lowest over the counter. I don't know. Kill you, Ray.
Yeah, but it
Just like
slowly
you're
builds up
distracted.
every day.
Something.
That's weird.
I am not too certain, but I do see this right here. Hold on, not this.
Bullish divergence.
I think that. Nah.
Look at those 3 blood diamonds angled down.
Bam, bam, bam.
Lower high, and then look at the
Sorry, I'll go back.
higher low on the
16
indicators.
3, 2. Yeah.
Which one are you looking at right there? What is that?
So this is the 4-hour now. I went back to it with the 3 blood diamonds. I'm just trying to see.
Those
Are we
momentum
angled
waves.
down? Yeah, we're angled down. We're kind of going like this. Everything's angling down. These are angled down. Yeah, to me that looks poopy. But it probably will just, it probably won't be anything crazy because it's freaking,
The stock market.
yeah, so probably just like, shark it, shark it style. Bam.
What about 5% down? What would be 5% down from here?
Five.
5% down.
Those are big numbers in the stock market.
That's where they stop it, I think.
Those are big numbers. 14,766.
14? 4.
Oh yeah, it was 14,7.
What's
66.
5%?
That was the number, not the.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was just going look from here, from the current price.
Yeah.
Down 5% would be like 14,748,
I see what
whatever
you're
that is.
saying.
That number is the Nasdaq.
That's dollars per
For sure. Points.
something like that.
How many points would that be? 500 points.
I don't
502
know.
points, right? They talk about
Something
basis points.
nonsense.
Or
I
wait,
don't know what a basis point is.
basis point is 1/10%.
It's nonsense. What? It's just don't even say that. Just erase it from your memory.
Oh,
because
dude.
the stock market's dumb.
Yes.
Stinks.
Stinks. Yes. You gotta speak to all the Erics out there.
The Erics.
Even if we're Chads, we gotta speak to the Erics, bro. We gotta make sure they feel
I don't
included.
know who these people are.
The Erics are the non-Chads.
Sound
bro.
like clowns.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have
clown's
any
named
crypto? Oh, you must be a clown named Eric.
We love people named Eric.
Yes.
We're just
But not
for
those
any
ones
clowns
that
out there
look
named Eric.
like... As long as you have crypto, then you're not a clown
Yeah.
named Eric. You're just
That's right.
cool Eric. Those are
But-
the cool Erics.
Dude, look at this though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blood diamonds just right here at that top, broski.
Is that
2 right
a
here.
wick-off accumulation pattern?
Distribution, right?
Just
Is
that's
what
what I meant. Yeah. Yes.
Ish. I don't know. Sometimes they don't play out too hard though in this. They don't ever really play out too hard, I guess. These two did.
Yeah. When was that? Was that
Then
March 2020?
no, that was this
Oh, this is your 4 hour.
middle of September. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so manipulated by the Federal Reserve. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, look in the March crash.
That's-
Oh, that was 2021. Well,
Dude, I can't believe how much it's gone up since 2020. What?
it
Whoa.
was. Uh-huh.
Dude, zoom, shrink it down a little more.
I was gonna do this.
Oh yeah. What the heck, dude?
It just goes up and right. So that's the
There it is, dude.
big crash, the big one in pandemic crash 2020.
Oh my god, bro. Not that, but like from bottom to where it's at now, dude.
30%.
The Federal Reserve pumped so much money into it, dude, and they're the stockholders of it, man. This is it's disgusting.
And you know what's really fun is how Twitter, the new CEO got in, and then they like banned the Nancy Pelosi account and stuff, like following the trading and shiestiness going on with that. Stupid.
Wait, what? Oh, you mean the people that were publicly announcing the account?
They're like
that
showing
Nancy
all, yeah,
Pelosi
they're
has?
like following her portfolio or something like that, like
Yeah,
showing how much money
that's
she's making in there.
fucked
The
up
account got taken.
manipulation.
Yeah, thanks Twitter CEO. But that was like a 30% crash in the market, bro, from COVID. I didn't realize that. Pandemic. Brutal.
Yeah,
And
it's
how
pretty massive.
long? In a month. It took a month though, damn. That's kind
Yeah,
of like
because
a slow burn.
if there's a large percentage drop in a trading day, they shut down the trading for a given amount of time. You
Really?
you didn't hear about that back in the day?
When during the crash? No, I didn't.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happened
that's
like
crazy.
3 times in one day
Wow.
or something like that, or a couple times in one day. Yeah, it was weird, dude. Like that was when I was still semi new to investing, and I was on Robinhood with like thousands of dollars, and my portfolio went from like I put $3,500 in cash in and bought a bunch of stuff, and it went up to like 5,000, and then it went down to like 1,500, and I was like, "Whoa, what's going on? This is crazy." And then luckily, while it was going down, during the whole time right before, I was buying some Bitcoin and Ethereum and Dogecoin, and then after it started going back up, my portfolio went to like 10 grand. That was cool.
Dang. Yeah. Well, like I
Now
said, it
I'm
had
off
dropped 30% in, what is it, roughly a month? Let's try again here. I get the exact. Yeah, 35 days. Let's say 35 days. And then now, it only really took us this long to get there. So we were up 134% from that bottom. From that top, let's do from the top. It took us a while.
A year over year?
60% up from the top after, like a couple years. Which would be, what is it, February? Yeah, just short of a year and a half.
That is so crazy. Not financial advice, but man, if I had a 401k or something, I would be yelling at my people to get my money out of the S&P 500.
Yeah.
I would want to diversify into other things like crypto, and I would want them to tell their buddies that pay lobbyists to make regulations so that we can get a spot traded ETF so that we can have some of our money that's in retirements go into crypto, because this is nonsense. These centralized markets that are just totally manipulated by the Fed, putting billions of dollars of corporate backed paper onto their balance sheet. This is nonsense, dude. Like, this is not the way that free markets are supposed to work, bro. Makes me so angry.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's something to be said for stability. You know, I
Yeah,
think
I agree. I
there's
understand.
that, but I'm with you. It's kind of where do you draw the
People-
line? You know, where do you draw the line? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I just want to pull up the Nasdaq and take a peek and just kind of get a feel for it. So, I think I'm gonna wrap it up, guys, and
Oh
hope you all
yeah.
have a good week. I hope you had a fun day Sunday pipping with us, and looking at these market pips up and down. Trade safe out there, those of you trading. This is a transition 2 brought to you by us three, the three amigos.
Today's
El Spacador. I just was inspired there. El Boise Bird and LOG Laser Ice. Catch you guys next week or hopefully soon. Peace out.